What is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well tonight. Hope everything's good in your world. Thank you for coming in to the live stream. We're just gonna run my mouth tonight. If I got a topic or not. Anyway, tonight's music is Joseph McDade. It's called Ironic Smooth Jazz. Sundown. Hope you like that. I do. Find my headphones. Hope everybody's good tonight. Hope your day's been good. Hope your week has been good. Hope you enjoyed your long weekend so far. If you got Good Friday off, I know we did. It was nice to have that extra day with the go. Lately, it's just been kind of hectic. But anyway, tonight, we're just hanging out. Let me clear my throat. Yeah, I forgot to turn off my volume. Yeah. So here's the deal. Now, I don't know if YouTube's going to go like sideways like it did the last time I did a live stream. If you were here and it was like, it was annoying. That was Mr. Roboto. But if you were here last time, whenever we did the live stream, we had a lot of connection issues. Tonight, everything's running okay for now. So hopefully it'll keep doing it. But I will tell you this much. If it does start getting that little dropout with all the bandwidth, I will end the stream because it's frustrating for you and it's really frustrating for me. I actually went back and tried to watch that live stream that I posted. Couldn't watch it. I had to delete it. I was just like so frustrated with it. I deleted it. But anyway, tonight we're just hanging out. Hope you got some things on your mind. If you do, jump in here, throw them in the comments. You'll notice that I did post my my little chat box up there again. Hopefully that doesn't affect it. I don't think it does. Right now, how I can tell the stream strength is actually okay is I've got an indicator in OBS. It's either green, orange, yellow, or red. When I get into the red, that's when it goes sideways. Hold on. Goodness gracious. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well today. I've been kind of doing some test recording today with my Nikon camera. I posted actually a video that I shot in a flat profile and tried to color grade. Needless to say, it's not very good. But I'm learning. I'm trying. That's all that matters. Well, yeah, that's the thing. There's going to be a delay. I don't know how much of a delay, but there is going to be a delay. So hopefully it won't be too bad and too frustrating for everybody. If it is, just bear with me. I get the comments, and whenever I respond, you guys are like 15 comments ahead of me. But we'll try. We'll do our best. That's what we do. We do the best we can with what we got and what's working or not working. I don't know. But yeah, I've been trying to do some different things with my Nikon camera. I've got a love-hate relationship with that camera. It's a great camera. Man, I love the camera. But the problem with it is it's not good for video stuff. It's good if you're stationary. If you're like that, you're perfect. But you move around a lot. The autofocus is horrendous. Sounded like Sonic the Hedgehog. But anyway, so I've been trying to shoot some different things. I was trying 20. Now here is the DA thing of the evening. About 45 seconds. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm just seeing it. See, there's going to be a delay. I can't help that. I set it on low latency whenever you go into the studio. And I really think it's just because there's so many people online right now and it's hard to keep up with that demand. Hopefully they'll get to the point where and I know what's going to happen. Yeah. But hopefully they'll get that or get everybody. And this is not just YouTube, it's everybody. Netflix, Amazon, everybody's feeling the crunch of so many users online all at one time because it used to be, hit or miss, spotty. You'd have a spike in people going on, but not like it is now because everybody's staying at home. It's weird. It's like you go out and you see restaurants and stores and places that used to be just jam-packed with people. And yeah, actually, I am on fiber, and I have a few comments about AT&T fiber. They are. I don't know if it's just what we have with AT&T fiber, but for the most part, they're spotty at best. And we changed to them from Comcast because I loathed Comcast. I could not stand them. But now we got on AT&T Fiber, and I'm starting to develop that same thought process about them. But I don't think it's got anything to do with our providers. I think what the main thing is right now is just so many people online, so many businesses working online. Like we do that to some degree, where I work. So, but it's keep going. Yeah, again, and I don't know. I don't think it's a. Here's the thing with that though. When I always test my download and upload speeds. They're through the roof, and that's why I'm thinking that it's not the service provider. It's the online platforms and them and their servers and trying to handle everything coming in. Because before we kind of went into this shutdown quarantine situation, I mean, we would have some lag every now and then, and sometimes it would go a little bit sideways, but nothing like what it is now. So we just make the best of it and do what we can do. And so again. It is what it is. We'll do our best with it tonight. Hey, Sophie, how are you? Could be. I don't know. It's online's a weird thing right now. I think this current situation and looking at the strain it's putting on providers and different things like that, I think you're going to see some changes and probably some real good changes coming out of it. Hopefully we do, but you never can tell. But no, I've been doing some test video with my Nikon D750, and like I was saying earlier, it's a great camera. The autofocus is not the great. I wish it was a good autofocus camera, but I know what it's built for. It's built primarily for photos. Video was a secondary thought for that camera, which is good. That camera takes some amazing pictures, even with the starter lenses that I have with it. So if you're thinking about buying a full frame camera, that's a good one for you. You can take some, if you're going to use it for photo. Video, not so much. Go with something different. But photos, I mean, just stellar. Love them. Yeah, price increase. Absolutely. You know it. So anyway, and I made the DA move of the year. I've been teaching myself DaVinci Resolve, and I go in there and I'm tinkering with it. I'm learning how to do different things. I don't know how to color grade. I use LUTs, but I've been in there trying to do some different things. I changed the setting on my computer. Now here's the goofiest thing I have done so far. I changed the setting on my computer through my Raiden software, my video card software, and I put it to home video. And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it'll be okay. So instead of running in a vivid format, I ran in a home movie, home whatever you call it format. So I'm doing I'm getting to the story. So I'm doing the DaVinci thing. I edit this thing. And I'm like, yeah, I like it. And then I do render. It exports out. And then the audio is off. The audio and the video is off. And I'm like, what is going on with this? So then I go back in. Tony or Tony Mark? What? This is Tony, by the way. Tony. How are you, Tony? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. Very cool. Very cool. Tony Farmer, thanks for jumping in here. Tonight we're just hanging out. I don't have a topic. We're going to run our mouths. Enjoy the comments. Sorry for the delay. I can't help it. It's not me. But anyways, so I set all that up. And I rendered out the video. And then I watched it. And I was like, golly, it's just messed up. So I go back into DaVinci. And I take the file. And I change some settings in there. And then I send it out again. Render one more time. Still, it's off. So I'm freaking out about it. I'm like, golly, what's going on? So then I look at a couple of YouTube tutorials on some settings that you need to change because it has a weird thing. But what I wasn't picking up on was that they were talking about when you record from your iPhone, the audio and video sometimes gets out of whack when you run it through DaVinci. Don't know why, don't care. But so I was running it through there. I rendered this video 5 times. And each time it came out where, Tony Teal, sorry. So each time it came out worse than before, worse and worse and worse and worse. So then I actually went into my computer and I started looking at all my other videos that I had made, and every one of them were off. And I'm like, well, that's not DaVinci. because some of those were made with Corel. So I went in and looked and changed the settings back, and everything went back to normal. So I was beating my head against the wall trying to figure that out. But anybody that's here tonight, if you got anything you want to talk about, please jump in there. Let's talk about it. I'm open for whatever topics you guys have. I will promise you this much, though, if the conversations get too heady, I'm kind of slow on the uptake sometimes. I may not be able to keep up, but that's okay. That is okay. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope, Tony, no offense. Sorry, man. I can't keep up with all the different names, but thanks for coming in. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Hope work's going okay. Hope everybody that you know and in your worldview is okay. That's the scary thing right now. We just don't know. Yeah, John, I saw that. I'm going to check that video out when I get done here. Anybody been in Walmart lately? If you go to buy toilet paper at Walmart, I hope you like wiping your butt with Easter eggs because they've got the Easter baskets. Where the toilet paper used to be. No longer did they have toilet paper, apparently. It's the funniest thing. It's like, my goodness, what is wrong? People are still panic buying. You know, the thing about panic buying is this. If everybody would just kind of chill out and back off of it just a little, the supplies can be kept up with demand. Yeah, well, it's nuts, John. Right now, it is crazy. We went today. Oh, my goodness. You know, it's the funniest thing talking about everyone that won't have panties on their face. It's the funniest thing. You go in there and people have masks on. I get it. If it's what makes you feel comfortable and safe, wear them. I'm not making fun of you for wearing a mask before anybody flames me that might watch this later. But when you wear the mask, put it over your mouth and your nose. I saw a lady today. I saw a lady today that had the mask was right here, and her nose was open, and the top of her mouth was showing over. I'm like, that ain't doing you no good. Put it on right or take it off. One of the two. Or I love this one. Pull it down and then put it back. Like, come on, people. Come on. Do it right. Be safe. Be safe. You know, another thing too, the thing with rubber gloves, I was going to do a little experiment to show how this thing works. Everybody's wearing their gloves. Gloves are great if you want to keep, things from getting on your skin. Well, the thing about that is, if you wear the same pair of gloves all day long, from start to finish, and you never change them, never wash your hands, guess what? If you come into contact with that, you pick it up and then touch something else, you're just spreading it on down the line. That's what you're doing. So change your gloves, wash your hands. If you just wash your hands, don't stick your fingers in your mouth after you go to Walmart. Okay, so there's a rant about what's going on in the world today. Anyway. Yeah, full PPE. Very nice. Yeah. Here's the thing about what's going on. If you have some health concerns and you're afraid that, you're going to, contract it, by all means, take all the precaution you need to, because the last thing you want is for somebody to feel unsafe or be in a situation where they are unsafe. Nobody wants that. Everybody wants to get out at the end of the day the same way they started the day. But some people are just like, what are you doing? And here's another one too. Have you seen the people wearing the gas mask? I don't think it's going to help you. But really, hopefully we'll get to a point with this situation that we can get back to some sort of normal when we get it under control. I mean, we have things that are working now. Was it hydrochloroquine? That's what they call it? Yes. That's actually showing promise. It's not a cure, but it helps lessen and minimizing the symptoms and get you past very quickly. The problem I have with that is the media. Oh my God, the media. Here's the thing. Orange man bad, Orange man bad. He can do no right. I don't care what your political stance is. It doesn't matter to me. Believe what you want to believe. Be on whatever side of the fence you want to be on. That's your choice. But when he says this shows promise, the media says it's not a cure. Why are you saying it's a cure? He didn't say that. Chill out. He didn't say that. So we need more testing. Oh, this could kill people. Oh, it's on and on and on and on. Just because Trump said it's got promise. So what happens? It's got promise. Doctors are showing that it does work. And then Cuomo comes out and goes, yeah, I believe. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, the heavens open up and Cuomo floats down on wings. And he's like to say, oh, hydrochloroquine. Shut up. Just shut up. Don't be a hypocrite. Either believe it and report it as what the truth of it is, or shut up. We don't need you. I mean, my goodness, people. We have lost our minds. And the media, I swear to you, the established media in this country should be ashamed of themselves. They should. They should really be ashamed of themselves. And I mean that with all sincerity. I'll tell you what, I'm a conservative. I am. I'm a Republican. That's what I believe in. That is how I live. But the problem is I'm about fed up with Fox News too. Oh my goodness. Own stock. That's what they say. They say you own stock in it. But who knows? That's going to be, these are going to be, Sophie, to your point, these are going to be things that conspiracy theories are built upon. Yes. And drinking and driving can kill you. But we still drink and drive. We haven't outlawed alcohol or cars. Cars can kill you. We haven't outlawed those either. I don't know. The world is upside down and backwards. It is. It's just completely upside down and backwards. I never thought that I would live to see the day that we would be in the state that we're in, and a lot of it will be media driven. But back to Fox News. I'm about sick and tired of listening to Fox, because here's the thing. The media, especially Fox News, every story, and not just with them, but all of them is, oh, the deadly coronavirus. This many people dead, this many people infected. Oh, it's spreading. Guess what? It's been around for a long time. It has been here for a while. And I'm sure that it spread farther than what a lot of people think that it has. And yes, it is taking people's lives. But I tell you what, instead of leading with doom and gloom constantly, all the time, 100%, that's all you go with, why don't you report actual numbers of people that have recovered and gotten past this? Why don't you put out stories of people that have taken this hydrochloroquine and it's worked for them? And that's not saying that it's going to work for everybody, but why don't you report stories like that? Oh yeah, here's why you don't. Because it doesn't sell. It doesn't garner ratings. That's why. That is why. I saw a meme the other day. Funniest. It was a great meme. It says, man forgets parachute when skydiving, dies of coronavirus. It's the truth. There's a big difference. There's a huge difference from dying from coronavirus and dying with coronavirus. I think every person that dies in the United States right now is getting lumped into that category. And that's a shame. That's a shame. You know why it's a shame? Because it's putting people in a frightened frenzy. Yeah, the models were wrong. Again, I love another one too that the media says, well, he's not a doctor. Well, neither are you. Trump's not a scientist. Neither are you. You're just a talking head on TV. So guess what? You're not qualified either. There we go. Anyway, I didn't mean to get on a rant on that, but I get I get on a tear sometimes, especially about things that I'm passionate about. I'm really passionate about the news just being quiet. That's what I'm passionate about right now. Because again, either report the truth for what it is, and I'm not saying qualify the truth, but what I'm saying is report the truth for what it is, and then actually show some success cases as well. Talk about the successful numbers as well. Because once you do that, what it does is it gives people it kind of balances. It balances the frenzy. It balances the fear. Now, there's always going to be people that no matter what are going to go into a frenzy, and that's human. People do that. But, getting to a point where the media is actual truthful about what they're, uh, before I get off of this, I got to talk about this one too. I'm sorry, this is not what I intended for tonight. So if I'm frustrating you or I'm getting on your nerves with my rant, I can't help it. Yeah, I know. Here's another one that I love. This one is my favorite of all time when it comes to what we're going through right now as a country. Well, because of this and social distancing, we need to start doing mail-in voting because we think that's the safest for the American people. Shut up. Well, there's not going to be any fraud. Shut up. Yes, there will be fraud. And yes, there are plans to steal an election. I don't care what your politics are. But here's the thing. People are fed up and tired of politicians lining their own pockets, living for their own their own personal interest, their pet interest, taking us to task or taking us to the cleaners for every tax dollar they can get out of us. And then doing things like this, going against the will of the American people. Hey, we're going to have mail-in voting. Everything's going to be great. We've got to do that for the election. Shut up. Just shut up. Because I'm telling you right now, that is not what we need. We need to get back to normal is what we need to do. Nancy Pelosi. You know why some of you aren't getting your stimulus money? Why you businesses aren't getting it? Because they couldn't get more of their junk crap poked into this new stimulus that's coming out we'll never pay for. So they're holding up $250 billion. But you know what's going to happen at the end? Republicans are bad. Republicans did this. No, they didn't. I'm sure some Republicans did. Republicans are just as bad as Democrats too. When you get right down to it, you got some bad actors in both camps. You hate it and it sucks. But it is. It is like that. Anyways, let's move on from this. I'm going to get to some levity here. What have I got? I guess you could call that segment The World as I See It. And that's The World as I See It here on the Bearded Guy podcast channel. The world as I see it is a very strange and odd place. It's one of those places that's deep in the recesses of my mind. Oh, goodness. I hope everybody's good. I hope... Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna... I don't know if we're ever going to come out of lockdown, to be honest with you. There are some people talking about we need to go through lockdown for the remainder of the year, or excuse me, up through the election. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows how far this is going to spread or what the total impact's going to be? Who knows? What are we up to now with just flu deaths alone? What, 30? I think we're up to about, last check was what, 15 to 19 million? Since October of last year. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with this? I know one thing, our politicians and leaders need to get their thumb out of their butt and get their act together and get something going, get the economy rolling back again. And if people are still suffering from this, we need to take measures to protect them. Yes, totally, 100%. I'm under the impression that a lot of people have already had this and passed it. And gotten past it, whether it was, the symptoms were severe cold. Yeah. A lot of people are like that. hopefully, we'll get back to normal at some point. And hopefully those that are at a higher risk are protected. You know, as much as I'm ranting about it, I do my part. I stay 6 feet away. I see people huddled up together. I'm like, back at 6 feet. You know, I wash my hands. I keep my distance. When we go in, we had to go to Walmart today. And like I say, I was like, okay, we're just walking around. You know, and even when you go into there, even with the social distancing guidelines in place, you still have people that just like to walk up on you. And it's like, have you lost your mind? Why don't you back up there, Chief? I'm in my bubble. Stay in yours. So, but even then, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. A lot of people are saying that. Here's a good one. I love this one. Yeah, we're only doing this because there's supposed to be a massive alien invasion. Trying to distract me from it. If there are aliens coming to see us right now, they're like, nah, we'll pass. We will pass. Who knows? Who knows? I think I'm more frustrated with politicians than I am with anything else right now. Watching how they're gutting our economy, watching how my children are going to have to pay for this one day, you know, and they'll never be able to pay for it. But what do you do? What do you do? People keep electing them. You know, they keep doing the same stuff over and over. Again, Republicans and Democrats. I'm not on one side or the other. Both of them are just as guilty. So, anyway. If a bear has you stuck in a tree, try to atomic elbow it. Better to die a man's death. Love that meme. Oh, man. Goodness. We've been going on this thing. We're about 30 minutes in tonight. Stream seems to be running good. Hopefully there's no weird robot stuff going on there. So what's everybody got planned for Easter? I know a lot of people are staying home. Any family stuff? Is everybody just kind of going to shelter in place for the Easter holiday? I know this is going to be the first Easter my family and I have stayed home. And I mean, there's a lot of reasons why, but this will be the first one that we've not gone out. Reboot. Okay. This is going to be the first Easter that we've actually, you know, we're staying home, and we're going to make a nice dinner tomorrow. We're going to have I requested broccoli casserole because it's my favorite. We're going to have ham, broccoli casserole. I think my wife's going to make some mac and cheese for the kids. Oh, I'm going to eat tomorrow until I get full. Then I'm going to take a nap. After I take my nap, I'll go to bed and go to work. Goodness. Watching GT. What is GT? You have to explain that one to me, Sophie. I'm not familiar with it. I probably know the acronym, but I can't think of it right now. Again, I'm a bit slow on the uptake. Has anybody watched Pandemic on Netflix? That's a really interesting show. It's really fascinating to watch what some of these healthcare officials have to go through and some of the things they have to deal with. You know, it's crazy. You know, just how fast an epidemic can turn into this and just like wildfire. It's off and running, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And that's kind of where we are now. And I'll stop talking about that. Anyway. Man. I think I spent a lot of energy in that first 30 minutes. So I don't know how this is going to come out tonight. Hopefully it's not doing too crazy. It's doing okay. I didn't set my, I need to go in and reset my, I didn't set my audio. That's what it is. So I'm probably going to have a lip lag. I call it lip lag. I don't know what they call it. It's a lag. So my lips don't match my voice. Kind of like the videos I did. Even though there's nothing wrong with the video. Oh, okay. Okay, very cool. Very cool. I'll check that out. So what's going on in your world? What's exciting for you right now? What's in your worldview or your horizon view that maybe you're looking forward to or you're excited about? What's happening in the world outside of the Winters household? Get some water. Oh, goodness gracious. And I'm down here in my little studio office space, my space. And in the wintertime, it's great because it stays just warm enough in the basement where you don't need a heater and you don't need, to run any other thing. The dehumidifier is not running. But in summertime, now I'm going to have to go and get out my window air unit. I think I'm try around to you. Oh, geez. Yeah, I have to get out my window air unit and put it back in the window so I can stay cool. I've been looking at mini splits, but man, those things are expensive. I don't know if you guys have seen how much those things. I mean, you can get like a three unit dealio for I think it's like $5,000, something like that, which would be perfect for the basement because we've got two finished rooms and one unfinished room down here. So, but that would be perfect for us. Maybe one day. I don't know. Goodness gracious. Any of y'all watch any independent news stories or independent news stuff like on YouTube or listen to anything independent that may be on the radio or satellite radio? I'm curious what they're reporting right now. I know there was one video that's been circulating for a while that, who knows if it's true or not. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of things getting posted on Facebook now. You can't tell if they're true or not. It's hard to tell if the source is right or not. And then you click on the link. I mean, I guess that's the only way you can, but still, even then, is it a real news story? I'm always curious about that. There's sometimes some people will post some stuff and I have to look at it a couple minutes and go, that can't be true. Well, maybe. I don't. So I have to really think about that. Tony, how are the wife and kids, man? Everything good in your family? I know we used to talk a lot and we talk sporadically now, but I'm just curious, how is everyone in the family? I hope they're all well. Oh, really? Yeah, see, I don't, good, Tony, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, dude. Sorry, I'm fiddling with stuff. I always do that when I do a live stream. If something's on my little table desk here, I have to pick it up. Like this key. I've been fiddling with this freaking key forever. Put the key down. Put the key down. Yes, sir. So I finally tried to watch Venom last night. Let me tell you how old I've gotten. I'm sitting on the couch and I'm watching Venom and I'm really into it. And I'm like, yeah. Next thing I know, I'm like, what? My wife goes, couldn't make it, could you? No, I couldn't. Oh, I'm going to try to watch it again later. Trevor Noah. Okay. Yeah, so I doze out from time to time watching TV. I guess it's just getting old. So my head always falls. Going to sleep. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you jumping in here tonight. Thanks for joining me. I was nervous about doing this one because the last one was such a train wreck. Oh my goodness, it was a train wreck. It's probably the worst one I have done since I started doing this. And I don't know if you guys saw the video that I posted sometime back where I actually reviewed my very first video that I did here on YouTube back in 2018. And then some of my live streams, my early live streams. Oh, if you've not seen that, go watch it. Yes. Bob Dole falling asleep. If you've not seen that video that I put up, it's kind of a, I look at those videos that I posted with a sense of fondness that I actually had the guts to do it, and I didn't not. Instead of going, I'm too scared. So I'm glad I did, and I go back and watch them. I keep them. I don't delete any of that stuff. I like to have my reference point. But if you get a chance, go check that out. It's here somewhere. It's one of the ones couple back, but what's the title? I review my first video ever, something like that. Yes, but I'll take a pretty good tongue-in-cheek swing at myself. And I swear to you, if you don't believe me how I sounded on my first video, it was literally, hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you come by. I just want to do this brief video. And yes, I talk about that as well. But Sophie, one of the things too that I gave John some credit in the video that I did where I reviewed my first video. Oh, thanks, Tony. Because I've been bouncing ideas off John, over the couple of years. What about this? How do we do this? Let's figure this out. Tell me how to do that. So he's been a real big help for me, getting me going in the right direction, and it's really appreciated that he did. Marvin, hey boys, what y'all doing? Them deer are my friend. If y'all don't know who Marvin is, Marvin used to who did the giraffe? I had a question earlier. Who did the giraffe? I'm not tracking, Sophie. Yeah, somebody wanted to punch my giraffe, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know what was wrong with them. They wanted to punch my giraffe in the face. They were angry with my giraffe. It's like chill out. Calm down. It's all right. Oh. Oh, okay. Your question. See, the picture behind me. That's the story behind the giraffe picture is my mom. I don't know who the artist is. Let me see. It's a squiggly line. I can't tell. We actually picked that up. I think we picked it up at maybe Home Goods, maybe, I think. I don't know. But the story behind the giraffe is that's in homage to my mom. My mom loved giraffes. And something about that just resonates with me. And we were going through the store one day, and I saw this, and I told my wife, I said, I've got to have that picture. Even if we don't buy it now, I need to have that picture. And I told her why, and she actually surprised me with that. And yeah, Home Goods, that's who it was. But he's looking at you. Well, just don't punch him in the face, Tony. But I had to have that, and my wife actually bought that for me. That, out of everything that I have back here, that means more to me than anything. Again, because my wife bought it for me, and what it symbolizes. And that's why I was a little taken aback when we were doing that live stream, and one of the participants in the live stream said, "I just want to flip that giraffe off and punch it in the face." I'm like, "You got bigger issues if that's what you want to do than with my live stream." But I love that picture. It's I don't know what it is about. It's a great picture. I mean, the colors, and it's just kind of out there. It's not your standard fare, standard painting of a giraffe. But that picture means a lot to me, and hopefully when it's my time to punch out at the end of my shift, I'll pass that on to either my wife or my kids or whoever wants it. And maybe it'll continue on. Maybe you'll see it again on YouTube somewhere else. Okay. Bev Doolittle. Check that out. This style of painting though, they've got some. They do different ones. They do. Um, what do they do? They do cows. They do pigs. They do anything. I mean, anything with animals. They do this kind of style. This just touching of the paints on the canvas on the picture. But really love this picture. Thinking about changing some more stuff back here as well. Over there, I always get confused. I did change some of my albums that I had hanging in there forever. One of my favorites, U2 War, great album. And up in the corner over there, They Might Be Giants. Don't Let's Start. Love They Might Be Giants in that song. Every time that song comes on, it's kind of like Night at the Roxbury. You just start moving around. Can't help it. Oh, man. I'm being kind of silly tonight. Thinking about changing some things up back there, though. Doing some little different things. I don't know if you saw my I know you did, Sophie. Thank you for watching that. But my video about my 24 frames per second that I was shooting, that was actually my sound treater room. And my wife, I did another one, and I'm waiting to post it because I've got to do some more editing to it. Something didn't take at the end of it, so I've got to fix that. But I did another one. My wife goes, "Why are you showing that stuff in the background?" I'm like, "Well, that's my room." So she goes, "They won't get it." It's nothing to get. It's just quilts. Anyway, get some more of this coffee. Sorry, I know I drink a lot of coffee. Actually, I got a coffee grinder that was my mother-in-law's. And so I bought some coffee today to test it out. I don't know. It's called, what was the coffee we bought? I can't remember. But I ground my coffee up, made it, turned out really good. I'm enjoying the coffee. I don't know. The coffee could be called Magic Stardust for all I know. I have no idea. All I know is I ground it, put it in there, and brewed some coffee. It's good. Very good. It's a little different doing coffee beans. A little different flavor. It's called coffee. Yes. Hey, have you tried coffee? By the manufacturer of coffee. It's coffee. Wouldn't it be nice if ads and advertisements were all honest like that? Hey, it's just coffee. Pick it up. It's the same coffee as that coffee over there. It's just in a different package. It's coffee. We make it at the same plant. We just sell it in a different name. Buy our coffee. It's the same coffee that you're buying from the other guy. That's kind of how things work. There are a lot of things that have been rebranded and repackaged that are the same company and just gets spit out there all the time. I think it's hilarious. Well, I prefer this over that. It's the same company. Anyway, thank you guys for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Speaking of coffee, my coffee cup's empty. Cracked does honest ads. Who was it the other day said something about milk? There was a gas station selling Walmart milk. I guess they went to Walmart and bought some milk. Then they were selling it. Oh no, it's Citgo. It's Citgo milk. We promise. See, that's Walmart. Oh no. I guess you got to get it where you got to get it. I don't know. It's crazy out there right now. Hopefully we get back to normal. Hopefully everybody's going to be good. Get through this okay. I'll tell you one thing that me and my wife do that we haven't done in a while because of everything going on is we like to go to the thrift store just to go walk around because you find some treasures in there. And speaking of treasures, I actually found something that was really a treasure in there one time. Let me grab this for you. Sorry about the light. I don't know how well you can see that, but this tripod here, this is a Manfrotto tripod. These things are upwards of $200 for a tripod like this. So we're wandering around, and I find this thing in the thrift store. And I look at the price tag on it, $5. I told my wife, I'm buying that. I've got to have that. Do you know what this is? I mean, it was dirty. It wasn't clean like it is now, and it was missing the top plate. So, or if you don't know, the top plate mounts your camera to the tripod and secures it. But I bought it for $5, and I ordered the plate that goes in the top. I think it was another couple of $2-3 for that plate. So for $7, I got a $200 tripod. So that's why we go. We just go look around and hang out, see different things, and then we go get sushi. I'm looking forward to doing that with my wife again, having our little Saturday hangouts. It was one of the little simple things that we did together, and it was fun. We get out and we go just, do whatever. Sometimes we'd just go ride around for a little bit, and then we'd come back home. But I miss doing that. Hopefully we can get back to that at some point. Hopefully the world will upright again, and we get back on a steady course, and we start heading in the direction true north. Who knows? We'll see. Who knows? We will see. I think tonight I'm going to try to watch Venom again. Let's see how fast I can fall asleep this time. The cool thing about falling asleep during a movie, if you vaguely remember where you left off, you can kind of fast forward to that part, and then you can watch the remainder of the movie. And that way, if you doze off at the end, it doesn't matter. You've seen the whole movie, albeit in 2 pieces. So... Anyways, well, guys, I might call it an evening. I've had a good time. I actually spent all of my energy right at the beginning. I didn't mean to get on a tear. I hope I didn't turn anybody off or offend anybody. I don't know. I got kind of worked up there for a second. Probably because I'm trying to vent. I need to vent. It's good to vent every now and then. Get things off your chest. It's good to purge. Get rid of some of that stuff. So I hope everybody's going to have a good Easter tomorrow. I hope that, and it's like I always say this. I mean it, though. I hope that you're good, your family and friends are good. I hope that you are not feeling any effects from this. And I hope that everything gets back to normal and that we can all get back on with our lives and that everybody is safe. And I hope that, all of the media people actually find other occupations and because they're going to need to. But guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I'm going to go hang out, grab me a little something to eat. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are hearing about the weather. Tomorrow's going to be, they're saying a rough day. So tornadoes. Sounds like a plan, Sophie. But no, be safe tomorrow, guys. I don't think anybody's going to be, batten down the hatches seriously because it's supposed to be bad. Hopefully we'll all get through this in one piece, and hopefully it won't be as bad as what they're saying it's going to be. Yeah, could be. Could be. That's the one thing about being a weatherman. You could always be wrong and still keep your job. Well, that's what the model said. But if it is severe tomorrow, guys, be safe. Hope you've got shelter to go to. And if it looks like it's going to get really ugly and Mother Nature's going to drop a twister on us, please get someplace safe and hide till it's over. So I hope everybody's going to be good tomorrow. Hope everything works out for everybody. And that maybe this storm will blow over and be nothing more than just a puddle maker out in the yard, and we'll be done and gone and out of the way before we know it. But you never know. You just never know. But, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to jump off here tonight. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming in. Hey, if you don't mind and you enjoyed the content, please hit the like, the thumb up. That thing does this. It changes the algorithm a little bit. I hate to sound like a beggar. Please like my video. Please like it. just a thumb. But I do appreciate that. Thank you guys. I appreciate you coming in, spending some time with me tonight. I know you could do countless other things other than come watch me run my mouth and make a complete idiot of myself. But I appreciate you coming in for that. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. And we will do it again next Saturday, barring that, the internet is still up and running and everything hasn't crashed and we're not in the apocalypse. So we'll do that again next Saturday. I'm going to post another video tomorrow. I may do another Facebook Live. I don't know. Facebook's kind of weird for me. Facebook doesn't work the way I want it to work. So I can't do I see these people doing Facebook Lives, but I think you really need a moderator for that. I don't have one. Somebody to watch the comments because guess what? They don't scroll. I was doing one time and people were commenting and I was like, I'm oblivious. I'm completely oblivious. I didn't know what was going on. But people were like, he must not want to talk to me. And they were leaving. So, but anyway, I'm going to leave you with some Joseph McDade, Late Night Chill. If you don't know who Joseph McDade is, and you do want to check out some of his stuff, go to josephmcdade.com. It's josephmcdade.com. Very talented artist. He is an instrumental artist, but man, he puts out some phenomenal work. And the cool thing about Joseph McDade is he creates content for you to use that's royalty-free. Good content that's truly royalty-free for you to use in your content creations, your podcast, whatever it is you've got going on that you're creating. So check him out, josephmcdade.com. This song is Sundown, an ironic smooth jazz tune. So for the Bearded Guy podcast channel, thank you for coming in tonight. Hope you all have a great day. Better day tomorrow and a wonderful week ahead of you. Be safe. Keep yourself safe. Practice social distancing. Wash your hands. Do all the things you need to do to keep yourself healthy. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great night. And we'll do it again next Saturday.